Hey guys, thank you once again for subscribing, liking, and commenting. The regular season just started for the NBA, and we've got a packed schedule tonight. Because there are so many games, I couldn't break down everything with the usual spread, total, and player prop suggestions. So for today, I'm just picking straight up winners for each matchup. Also, I'm putting together a spreadsheet so you can easily track wins and losses with me that'll be out next Monday. And one last thing, I'll be selling my personal slips, so if you'd like to see the exact picks I'm playing, they'll be included with that as well. Alright guys, let's get into the games for October 22nd regular season. Cleveland Cavaliers versus New York Knicks. Moneyline, Cavaliers. Cleveland comes into this matchup led by Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and DeAndre Hunter, while the Knicks are expected to have Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, and OG Anunoby available. Both teams are close statistically, but Cleveland's overall balance and late game execution give them a slight edge. Brooklyn Nets versus Charlotte Hornets. Spread. Hornets -5.5. Charlotte enters the opener as the more complete team, led by LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, and rookie sharpshooter Con Knuppel. The Hornets' offense should flow smoothly at home, while Brooklyn's roster is still sorting itself out after off-season trades and draft additions. Heat versus Magic. Moneyline, Magic. The league's best defenses and balanced scoring led by Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Orlando won over 70% of its home games as a favorite last season and matches up well against a Miami team that still struggles to score efficiently. The Magic's defensive consistency and home court edge make them the likely winner to start the season 1-0. Toronto Raptors versus Atlanta Hawks. Total over 235.5. The Hawks added scoring depth with Kristaps Porzingis, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and Luke Kennard, while the Raptors bring a revamped core featuring Brandon Ingram, Emmanuel Quickley, and Scotty Barnes. Both lineups are built around fast-paced, shot-heavy offenses, setting the stage for a high-scoring opener in Atlanta. Philadelphia 76ers versus Boston Celtics. Moneyline, 76ers. With Joel Embiid finally healthy and Paul George expected to suit up, Philly enters as the more complete team. The Celtics, on the other hand, are missing Jason Tatum for the season and could also be without Jaylen Brown, leaving them without their usual star power. Boston's reworked lineup lacks the depth and defensive edge of recent years, giving Embiid and Tyrese Maxey a clear opportunity to open the season with a statement win on the road. Detroit Pistons versus Chicago Bulls. Moneyline, Bulls. Chicago has been playing solid basketball lately, going 6-4 straight up and against the spread in their last 10, while Detroit has struggled with consistency at 4-6. The Bulls also entered this one riding a small win streak both overall and ATS, showing momentum heading into their home opener. With the United Center crowd behind them and Detroit showing little dominance on the road, this is a strong home upset spot for Chicago to take down the Pistons outright. New Orleans Pelicans versus Memphis Grizzlies. Moneyline, Pelicans. New Orleans looks like the healthier and deeper team heading into this one, while Memphis is missing several key pieces in the backcourt and frontcourt. Zion Williamson should have a strong night attacking the paint with limited resistance inside, especially with Jaren Jackson Jr. as the only major rim protector. The Grizzlies' depth issues and recent struggles covering at home make this a great spot for New Orleans to pull off the upset and start the season with a statement win. Washington Wizards versus Milwaukee Bucks. Moneyline, Bucks. Milwaukee's coming in with a much stronger roster and the energy of a packed Pfizer Forum behind them. With Giannis Antetokounmpo healthy and leading a lineup featuring Miles Turner and Gary Trent Jr., the Bucks should control the pace on both ends. The Wizards are still rebuilding, coming off one of the league's worst records last season, so I expect Milwaukee to handle business comfortably and open their season with a win. LA Clippers versus Utah Jazz. Total, under 226.5. The Clippers' defense is one of the toughest in the league, and with veterans like Kawhi Leonard and Brook Lopez anchoring things, they should keep Utah's young lineup in check. The Jazz are rebuilding, still trying to find rhythm with their new pieces and don't have the firepower to push this total high. Expect the Clippers to control the tempo, force tough shots, and keep this one under the number. Sacramento Kings versus Phoenix Suns. Spread, Suns -4. Both teams are missing key players, but Phoenix is in a slightly better position health-wise and will have Devin Booker leading the offense at home. Even without Jalen Green, the Suns have enough depth and veteran experience to outlast the Kings squad missing Domantas Sabonis and Keegan Murray. Sacramento's injuries and new lineup adjustments could slow them down early, so I'm expecting Phoenix to cover the spread and open their season with a solid home win. Minnesota Timberwolves vs Portland Trail Blazers. Spread: Timberwolves -4.5. Minnesota's core is built to contend again this year, and even with Anthony Edwards questionable, they've got enough firepower and experience to handle a short-handed Portland squad. The Trail Blazers are missing Scoot Henderson and Damian Lillard, leaving them without a consistent scoring threat. With the Wolves aiming for another deep playoff run, I expect them to start the season strong and cover the small spread in Portland. San Antonio Spurs vs Dallas Mavericks. Spread: Mavericks -2.5. The Mavericks are opening their season at home with Cooper Flagg making his NBA debut, joining a lineup that already includes Klay Thompson and a strong supporting cast. Dallas has the edge in experience and home court advantage against a Spurs team that's still developing around Victor Wembanyama. While San Antonio's size and youth bring excitement, the Mavericks' veteran shooting and offensive depth should carry them through this opener. I expect Dallas to cover the small spread and start their season off with a win. That wraps up my picks for tonight's NBA slate. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment with who you're rolling with. I'll see you guys next time. Let's keep building that record together.